When two half-court offenses face off doors, it is a chess match of strategy and execution. And I am here to say I love it.
Every possession becomes very calculated. You run set plays to create high-quality shots. You are, generally speaking, mismatch hunting.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Andrew Nemhard is out there with Neesmith. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Potter in at the 5, roaming the paint. And so the Charlotte Hornets get the first points of the ballgame. Siakam inside. Defended by Bridges. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Neesmith has earned the green light from three-point territory. Knock it in, Aaron.
Pass to Bridges. And here is Ball. Five on the clock. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Charlotte, their last game, a win against Oklahoma City. When it comes to underappreciated players, Doris, in the league, Pascal Siakam comes to mind.
You know, Kev, underrated is a word you have to be careful with because these guys are all NBA players. But Pascal Siakam is always available. He's a two-way force. He can score in many kinds of systems, and he is going to absorb an elite defensive assignment. This guy is so good.
Now, here's Ball. Following the miss by Pascal Siakam. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. He has 6.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Pass to Siakam. From down in the low post, it goes.
Well, high percentage shots are always at a premium. Pascal Siakam gets a great look there.
Nemhard against Ball. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Ball's got 5 points so far.
Well, with that kind of poise, LaMelo Ball looking very much like a veteran right there.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. The Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." Guys, back to you.
Looking to set the standard. Allie, we thank you very much. Making a change here. Sexton's checked in. We've got a moment now to go to a rookie watch and find out who among the NBA's freshman class have been the hottest shooters. The 4th spot held by Con Knippel.
And his confidence is going to keep growing if he continues shooting like he has over the past month.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Right wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Siakam for 3. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Left side, Ball. Off target from 3-point range. Pacers trail by 6. And they say in today's game, Doris, no lead is safe, and that's especially true when you're playing the Pacers.
The comeback kings we saw in last year's playoffs, Kevin. They conjured up some of the most remarkable turnarounds in NBA history and the most unprecedented run of game-winning shots we've ever seen.
Oh, great ball movement there.
1:10 left here in the opening quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Furphy. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Here's Charlotte now. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Bridges. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Nembhard. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
How about the touch on the floater? You can tell Nembhard working to put that into his arsenal.
Pass to Bridges. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Bridges has got his second basket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Furphy. No scoring in this one. Shot clock at 6. Siakam for 3. Knebel with the rebound. Outside ball. And the layup's good off the glass.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets going into the break with a 10-point lead. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
James is out there with Colin Sexton. And it's Green. Then there's Miles Bridges. And it's Diabate in at the 5, down low. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. Bridges attacking. Diabate's shot is good. Diabate's got the lead up to 12 now for the Hornets.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Doris, when you look at the numbers of Miles Bridges, he is a bona fide 20-point-per-game player.
And Kevin, that's a big statement. It is not easy to score 20 at this level on a nightly basis. To extend that over several years is the sign of good things to come.
Now, here's Bridges. Outside for Sexton. Off target with his 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Walker finds McConnell. Here's Huff from past the arc. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Every team wants bigs who can knock it down from distance. Yes, sir.
The shot's good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Kniffles checked in for Charlotte. Brandon Miller comes in for James. And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Pass to Furphy. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Many have predicted an all-star future for Brandon Miller. He said, I don't really read anything like that. I just focus on what I can do today. It's all about the work. That's the only way to get better. I just came in with the mindset of making my team better and being a winning player. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Now, McConnell, following Miles Bridges' three-point attempt. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And that's only the first time this half. But Kevin, they've done a great job here in that regard.
Some changes for Charlotte. Salon's checked in, and it's ball in for Colin Sexton. And the Pacers also making a change. Andrew Nembhard's checked in for T.J. McConnell. Charlotte leading by 9. So, GA Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his due.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hawks, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
Pass to Furphy. Now Nembhard. 5 to shoot. There's a screen. And it's off from three-point range.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Miller kicks the ball. Lets the three fly. Out to the wing. Miller outside. The three. Buries the long-range jumper. Miller's got the lead up to 14 now for the Hornets.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the back end.
Here's Furphy. Launches a three. Indiana again missing. Here's Kniffles. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And talking to Kniffles, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. You can just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And the Hornets playoff drought continuing. Greg, their last postseason appearance, 2016.
Yeah, the rebuild grinds on, and last season, the worst record in over a decade. We're hoping these new additions can help.
Here's Furphy. Here's Siakam. Drains the 19-footer.
Boy, if you're going to give Pascal Siakam a scoring opportunity, I promise he's going to take it.
Ball surveying the defense. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about this shot. Nice try. It's all good. Give it up for our contestants.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
I think for the Pacers, they're frustrated, and you can understand their frustration. They were expected to be good this year. Their fan base was fired up, but it just hasn't come together.
Now looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Pacers.
They're getting steamrolled, giving up too many points in the paint.
And it's just not the rim protection. You have to stay in front of all ball handlers, or you'll get broken down and eaten alive.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Nice game, great performance so far by LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
Here's who Rick Carlisle starting the second half with. They've got Siakam. Andrew Nembhard is out there with Nesmith. And it's Furphy in at small forward. Here's Nembhard. The shot's good on the assist by Siakam. Nembhard's got 5.
Well, Andrew Nembhard steps into that in good rhythm. Nice catch and shoot opportunity.
Pass to Knepel. Miller outside, from outside the arc. The offensive rebound. Ball with a wide open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 10.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Pass to Potter. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Count it, good. And the Hornets lead by 14.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
Ball against Nembhard. Siakam outside to the paint. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Boy, we think of Pascal Siakam only as a scorer. That's a nicely placed dime right there.
Bridges outside. They set the screen. Down low. This one for 3. And it's Potter with the rebound. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Pacers. A 12-point game. Indiana moving the ball around. Pass to Furphy. A 3-ball. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. At one point, they led by 16. Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
Here's Furphy. Siakam has a screen on Miller. Furphy, no good.
+8.
in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Offensive rebound. Bridges shot. Good.
This guy, that's one way to create your own offense for Miles Bridges. Get to the offensive boards. Nice.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
You have the power on you. Keep it going. You must have left your dancing shoes at home.
He's checked in for Brandon Miller. Indiana also making some changes. Huff's checked in, and it's Jackson in for Pascal Siakam. .139 left in the third. Back to Nesmith. Jackson setting the pick here for Nembhard. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
This guy is always ready to shoot the three. LaMelo's so confident from distance.
Here's Furphy. Back to Nembhard. To the left side wing. Pass to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Here's Nesmith. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Hornets leading by 17. To the inside. Stolen away. Here's Nembhard. Inside. Jackson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
The assist.
Jackson's got his first points in this one.
Well, Nembhard knows this is part of his role. He's out there to run the offense and find his teammates.
Back to Ball. There's the triple. Kept alive by Charlotte.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Nembhard with it. 5 points in the game. Beyond the arc. LaMelo Ball getting it done for Charlotte. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Green is out there with Knipple. Then it's Miller. Then there's Sexton. And it's Diabate in at the 5. So that's the Hornets 5. Miller inside. Pacers with the rebound.
Boy, another miss, but you have to say to his teammates, great job. They have picked him up all evening long.
and didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now, here's Sexton. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Kneppel. There's the 3. It's pulled in by Huff. Pacers trail by 15. To the middle. Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Yeah, I have to love the aggression right there. He's got the vertical. Might as well put it to good use.
Now, here is Miller. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. And a look now at the Hornets' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Brandon Ingram and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Pascal Siakam and the Indiana Pacers.
And looking at the Utah matchup, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Pacers trail by 13. Outside, Walker. Back to Siakam. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth.
One of the things that we're watching happen with Pascal Siakam is the willingness to accept more and more responsibility, both from a leadership and a productivity standpoint, guys. And it has been something else to watch that growth.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
I think what's probably surprised me the most about Pascal Siakam is how prepared he is to be the primary scorer for an excellent team in the NBA. This guy has shown no hesitation.
Miles Bridges, he's checked in for the Hornets. All comes in for Sexton. The Pacers also changing it up. Furphy's checked in, and it's Neesmith in for Shepard. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page.
Get up and get noisy, fans. It's your Storm Squad.
Go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Bridges passes the ball. Shoots over Nembhard. Charlotte moving it around. Shoots the 3. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the boards.
Now, Neesmith. Just 5 to shoot. Siakam fires. The shot misses.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
Here's Ball. Outside Bridges. Big He was ready to receive and deliver.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Siakam against Bridges. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. The basket is good.
Man, that is tenacity from Pascal Siakam. He was simply undeterred.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Yep, that's going to go in.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And he gets it to go.
Well, this is your 2019 Most Improved Player, and now Siakam trying to become that franchise-level guy, carrying the load tonight.
Here's Knippel. Now Miller. And it doesn't go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And down goes the three.
Aaron Nesmith had his feet ready, his hands were ready to catch the basketball, and as soon as it touches his fingertips, he lets it fly.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Here's Bridges. Miller outside, and they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. 17 points was their biggest margin. Siakam left side. That one drops.
We call that patience. Veteran play. That's a big-time delivery by Pascal Siakam. Pressure. What pressure?
And he commits the intentional foul.
First team foul.
And Ball gets double teamed. And here's Charlotte. 6-point lead. Oh, what a finish!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And that one falls.
Well, he's had terrific momentum all game. Pascal Siakam in his bag offensively.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Pascal Siakam. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Charlotte, LaMelo Ball. 2 shots.
2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Guys, LaMelo Ball is one of the most popular players with the younger generation, and I think it's the flair and the style and the freedom he brings to the game of basketball.
Here's Nembhard. Fires away from outside. Bridges with the rebound. 16 seconds left in the game. And so it's Charlotte with the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that about wraps it up. So for Doris Burke, Craig Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. And now we present the player of the game.